This is one of my favorite albums that I've been jamming out nonstop in the last couple of years, and I need you to learn more about them. And we're actually got one of the members on right now, so we're going to shoot it on over right there. They're called Between You and Me, and we are jamming out. What's up? Let's go. What's up, man?
Everyone who hasn't seen me before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a band called Between You and Me,
Yeah.
and
So
we fucking rock.
between you and me, I'd like to announce that I'm in a band called Between You and Me, essentially.
Yes.
Right?
Hello, welcome. I'm here.
Dude, I would use Between You and Me as a saying for so much. I bet, yo, Between You and Me, dude.
Really?
Between You and Me, dude.
There's so many different ones. There's Between You and I. There's Between Us. It's like it switches up every time.
But if I was in a band, though, if I was in the band Between You and Me, I would use that in as many sentences as I can, just as a running goddamn joke. Like to even
You'd be surprised. It gets old pretty quick.
to the audience. Oh, I'm sure it absolutely does. But I'm also like, I love stupid shit like that. So like, if I was performing from the audience, I'd be like, yo, Between You and Me, and like tell a
This is a
story.
new song.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring it back for you. I'm gonna bring it back.
let's go. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. It's pretty early here, to be honest. It's like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Just woke up, had a bit of a coffee, and now we're just talking music, man.
Listen,
I'm outside, right near the beach, living the dream, mate.
well, we appreciate you coming on. I got to say this for any of the viewers out there, the audience members, and of course, you're watching live now on Twitch Music, but of course on IW Radio and everywhere else. It's the Gunz Show. Drop a follow, subscribe, follow me across all the social media as well. Gunz, it's my last name. But I want to say this Between You and Me, dude. I want to let you know that I believe more of your band members were supposed to come on today, but it's so goddamn early in Australia, where you're coming to me from, that they were just like, the fuck with this. Like, they're going to wake up and be like, oh shit, I slept through it, didn't I?
Oh my God. Where are the rest of the band? Look, I think I can carry the rest of the band. That's fine.
Yeah. I have complete faith in you. I think you could do this. I have complete faith in you.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great.
You're doing fantastic. I have complete faith in you. But I do think that the time difference has been wild, because I know we've been trying to set this up for a minute, and people don't understand. It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, from the West Coast to the East Coast here in the States, but dude, you are literally in Australia. Shit is wild.
Other side of the world, mate. What time is it for you?
It is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. right now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And yet at the best part of the day, it's like dinner time.
Big fan of
I
dinner.
got a whole
yeah.
I've got a whole 9 hours to that.
What listen, well, the Australia looks lovely though in the background. Good to know that you guys have power lines out there, and
I'm
cars.
just vibing out here, dude. Sorry.
Good to know that.
Nice, yeah.
Good to know that Australia's got some things going. All jokes aside, I find this absolutely fascinating. I know I'm coming across like a little bit of an asshole, but I truly am not, though, because I think that we're just so limited and kind of ignorant at times, and I'll be the first one to say that. Like, sometimes I truly believe that like human beings can just be ignorant and whatnot, and I love learning and just about and just like finding out about other people and like other things, because in the end we're all just humans. But I remember I had a band on one time, and I've had plenty of bands on, from Tonight Alive to like Five Sauce, like so many different bands on, especially from Australia throughout the years. But I remember I had one band on, and they were telling me, and I need to confirm this because I didn't know if they were just screwing around with me, but they told me that if you're in the outback and like you come across a kangaroo, that you're supposed to kind of speed up. So if you hit it fast enough, it goes over your car, that like some of these Jeeps have like something in the front that like shoot it up over, because otherwise they said if it goes into the windshield, it just starts kicking you, like you'll die because it's a fucking animal.
That is such a loaded question. I wasn't ready for.
At 8 a.m. in the morning?
Look, I've never hit one accidentally or on purpose.
Okay.
But I've heard that if you go faster, then both, like, you have more chance of living. it's not going to go through your windscreen. You know what I mean? That start kicking you in the face. But
Right.
I've never had that problem, and I've lived here my whole life. So
Well, I'm glad that you.
it's the koalas you got to watch out for.
Yeah. So I hear that the koalas are also kind of like those fuckers will bite you, right? They'll snap at you. I think he just cut out too. At least it's live. Go back towards your house, bro. Don't. I like how I appreciate you giving me like the scenic route, but go back to your house so you don't cut off as we're doing right now. We'll connect him back. Let me switch back over. We'll bring him back in a minute, or we could just stare at that. But yes, that is between you and me. We'll talk about the music in just a couple minutes. I knew I wasn't crazy on that. I need him to connect though. So, I do. He goes, I like, you know who else did this? Austin from Water Parks decided to open up his phone and just start like walking around. And then the same thing happened to them, that the connection had dropped. So for all future guests of the Gunz Show, try to stay in like one area. Don't give me like a whole tour of your neighborhood. He's connecting back right now. We'll go back to him in just a second as soon as he connects. Are you good? Go towards your house. Go back to where you were coming from.
You will never guess what happened. So a kangaroo heard me talking shit and came and kicked my phone out of my hands.
All right, so you're back now. Good.
I'm so sorry.
At least we got all the kangaroo stories out there for everybody. So, yeah, no, I did hear that though. That like, if you come across them and you can't get out of the way, you're supposed to just speed up and just pray. That
Yeah, it's unfortunately, yeah.
That's not.
We all need shovels on the end of our car.
Yeah. For fucking kangaroo, dude, that's wild to me that these things are just hopping around and shit. Now you brought up
you guys got stuff as well.
Yeah, we have deer,
stuff.
and deer cause a ton of accident. Deer are miserable. Deer are awful.
Do they, or do you cause the accident?
You know what? Maybe it's us. It's like people that like swim in the ocean and they're like, yeah, the fucking shark bit me. It's like, well, you went into his house, you know?
Literally, yeah. That's how I feel like. That's what I feel like.
It's like, dude, yeah, the deer jumped in front of my car. It's like, well, you
what was I gonna do?
You blew up their wilderness and decided to pave a road like between like the families. Like, what do you expect them to do?
Between the house and their 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what did you expect them to do? As we continue on with Animal Planet here on the Gunz Show today with Between
Animal
You
Talk.
Animal Talk. Tell us about koalas and then we'll get to music. I've never come across a koala
Koalas?
Either. Yeah.
They have STIs. So if you touch them, you're gonna get all sorts of stuff. Have you heard that? Chlamydia?
I've heard about the chlamydia thing. I didn't know they all like. Is that? Do they all like? They have that, or is that kind of just like? Yeah.
Look, I think there'd have to be someone out there doing some serious counting to confirm that there's every single koala has chlamydia, but I'm gonna say a large portion of them do.
So you see them just run.
I don't know how they
run away from the koalas and run towards the kangaroos. If you see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucking great. I love this. And for the audience out there, as you speak here with Between You and Me, who's a goddamn fucking solid band that we're going to talk about in a second. But I love this because I've never even had a conversation with you before. And the beauty about coming on the Gunz Show is I don't consider my things interviews. I consider them conversations. And I feel like I'm so much smarter now after talking with you. Like, I'm going to bring this up in the future and be like, I'll be like, yeah, guess what?
I probably just fed you all wrong information too.
You know, somebody's
you
might
can bring that up at like
out.
a party, and they're gonna be like, actually, no. Someone's listening, going, "That's not correct. They don't all have chlamydia."
Chrissy in the chat is like, "This is exactly what I walked into," and starts freaking out about koala bears right now. So she said they are cute from a distance, my friend.
They are. Stay away.
Let's talk about the music. You got a brand new song coming out, dude. I am so stoked about everything that's been going on. You're also going to be stateside pretty soon, dodging deer as you get ready to tour with our good friends from Knuckle Puck and Real Friends, two of my favorite bands. Toured with both those bands throughout the years. I am so effing glad that you guys are a part of this. The tour makes sense. The tour is going to be solid, and I think it's a great way for you to kind of for you guys to really, you've had this album out for a minute, but I feel like more people need to see these songs live, and they need to hear the new stuff live too, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of, being able to go over there so many times. When we first started out, we didn't get the chance, I guess, as much to go over to the States, which happens to be like a big market for us. So now like we've got the chance to go more and more often, and there's still people like finding out about us every
Yeah.
tour. Like they're like, oh, I've seen you guys in playlists or whatever, and I've just kind of I've never really listened, but like it was cool hearing you now. So like that's our favorite part of like music is playing the live show and meeting new people and like trying to win people over that haven't heard of us before.
I can.
And then we get to play new music.
And you get to play new music, which we'll talk about in a second. But whether it was state champs and doing that stuff or touring with just different bands, for sure, it's you guys absolutely rock. And the live shows where it's at. But I also like this because, and I know you guys have probably had to talk about this a ton. I don't want to delve on it too much. But I know that you guys are kind of like fully indie right now, or at least not fully indie, but like you went through some label stuff and now it's like, all right, you're calling your shots once again. And I know the stuff that you guys had to go through. And to each their own, we don't really have to delve into any of that stuff. But I think what's great is this is kind of almost like, do you guys feel like you have something more to prove here? Where it's almost just like, fuck the doubters. Let's just crush it right now.
Yeah, there's always that like underdog, mentality, like especially coming from, the issues that we dealt with previous releases. But this is more so about us and the community of people that we have around between you and me, and like kind of showing that if certain other stakeholders paid a bit more, bit more time and care into some projects, then it could have been good for everyone. But that's in the past. We're out here. We just want to make new music for the people that stay loyal and listen to our band. Like, even though we go sometimes years without releasing music, like
yeah,
it's all to just, play the songs live in like all around the world. At the end of the day,
yeah,
that's the payoff, I think.
And I think I love that answer, and I love where your mindset's at, because I was one of the people tweeting, being like, why, like, this album needs to be heard. Dude, you guys put a time of like little blood, sweat, and tears on this album, and I'm like, yo, it's still so good, so much so that 2 years later, I'm still jamming the hell out of it, man.
Yeah, thank you. No, I really appreciate that, and like that's how, we obviously felt pretty strongly about it, and thought that, the project had, wheels to zoom in the highway right to the top of the Billboard charts.
Yeah. Well, you'll just have to do
the right time.
Yeah, and life, of course, is all about timing and stuff. But we don't have to dwell on the past. But I just have to make sure, all for my viewers and audience out there, I'm telling you, this album effing rips. I'm gonna play a couple songs in just a couple minutes here on the Gunz Show. But this album is so goddamn good. I tweet you guys all the time. I'm like, this rules. That's why I'm stoked that you got this Real Friends Knuckle Puck tour. Because I think if you're a fan of that kind of music, you're going to love you guys. But also, even if you aren't even a fan of them, or just want to expand your horizons, check out Between You and Me. This music is something for everybody. It doesn't need to be kind of categorized in a certain kind of way. Like, it can fit so many of your favorite bands that are watching and listening to the Gunz Show right now. I guarantee that there's at least a song on Between You and Me's album that you can relate to and will enjoy.
That's something that we tried to, not like consciously, but like that's something we liked when we recorded the second album, was there was like a bit of flavor of like all the genres we listened to. It wasn't just like each song was the same, we got to do different things for different songs, and it does cater to people's tastes, I guess. So give it a listen, tell us how good it is. Yes,
pretty much. Make sure to give it a listen and tell them how much and how good it is, please, for everybody. You have one school assignment tonight, everybody. You have one homework assignment. Listen to the album and tweet Between You and Me and tell them how damn good it is. And then tell your friends, and then go to see them in concert and buy merchandise. All right? Come on.
Yes. And then follow us on Spotify and iTunes. And
yes. Yeah,
and we'll take over the world all together.
There we go. We'll all win. We are live here from the Ballin' Studios. Right there. Let's go. It is your boy Gunz here from The Gunz Show. Got some people in the chat. We've got Connor is there. First time chatter. What's up, Connor? Make sure to drop a follow if you wouldn't mind. The more followers, the better, because that way we can defeat the algorithm for everybody out there. The Gunz Show, of course, live on IW Radio, and we are also on Twitch Music and more. Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. You all know the thing. But IW Radio and, of course, Twitch as well. It's the Gunz Show, Gunz with the Z. Connor says, though, Connor says that they are hyped for Nevermind. Nevermind, of course, is the upcoming jam. Got a little
Let's go.
preview of the music video. This song just makes me go.
That's pretty much just sums it up, isn't it?
Just I'm just like I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be jumping up and down where I'm doing it, but like, or if I'm side stage, that's what I'm gonna be doing, dude. Straight up, you know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Lighters in the air.
I'm just gonna be moving.
I'm keen to release Nevermind. I think we're all excited to like finally put out new music, and it's I wouldn't say scary, but like the second record was so well received that there is always going to be some pressure to try and always top the last thing you've done. But yeah, we're pretty stoked with the new song, and I think that, like you said, like there's something in our newer stuff and like our newer records for everyone. It's not kind of necessarily just bottlenecked. I'm sure you'll find different parts of the song that you like, and we're trying to keep it fresh.
And I think you did, because
for the fans.
Yeah. And now you look at the last couple of years, or since the music's been able to come out, what kind of like, where do you have a ton of songs done and stuff? Did you guys take like some time off and like then kind of got back together and started writing again? Were you able to kind of like continue like putting lyrics down or putting songs down or putting thoughts down, and kind of everyone just kind of did their own thing and then came back collectively? How'd it go last couple, like, to put out songs like Nevermind and write songs like this?
So Nevermind was kind of written like 2 days before we knew we were going to go in and record something. We didn't really have any songs that were like done. And then this one kind of came within a day, a couple of days before the studio. And we're like, oh, we all like agreed that this is like a good next step, I think. But like, we haven't had a chance to really be together, to be honest, because we all live in different states when we're not touring. Like, we've all got other obligations and stuff. So we're all together now, trying to write some bangers, and which is what we haven't really done before. Like, usually we have, heaps of songs written over the years, but like, because we've been so busy, which we've been thankful for,
right?
It just means there's less time to, at least for me anyway. Like, I find it quite hard to juggle the two, but gotta try and write some bangers while we're here.
No doubt. And the beauty about music is sometimes it comes when you least expect it. And then other times it comes when you need to do it too as well. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh, I have a riff, or I have a thought, or I have a melody, and like you're humming it into your iPhone or whatnot. And then you go back to bed and you're like, oh, I'm going to work on that. Or sometimes you'll come up with all of my phones, like the videos are like this angle of my head, because it's just like me humming ideas at work. Yeah, dude, that's how. Yeah. They're like, oh, great, JT's talking to himself again. It's like, no, it's for my band, I swear.
When I'm scrolling through my phone to look through ideas, it's just like all that angle. I'm like, what melody was for what song? I have no idea.
Right. Yeah, and then it's like looking up notes and stuff. You're like, I have no idea where this is.
I wrote this like 6 months ago. What did that even mean?
But
that's part of the fun. I like being in here, and being in the pressure situation, because I feel like that's where at least I work best, writing music.
Have you?
Otherwise, I'll sit on the couch and watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
All day.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Big fan, there's no problem. But as far as wanting to,
I love it.
Wanting to, bridge out and branch out and use your abilities, right? Yeah, it'd probably be better to, write music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be productive,
Yes, rather than being sitting on a couch. Yeah. Tell me about this. Like, once the fans hear Nevermind, it drops in just a couple of days, and of course you can check out Between You and Me, who are live here on the Gunz Show right now, on tour with Real Friends and Knuckle Puck. Just a little, about 2 months from now, and throughout the summer, it's gonna be an absolute blast. But tell me about how Nevermind's gonna shape up to the other songs that you guys have written. So when fans hear it, what they think about it, what can they expect?
Look, I'll say Nevermind is like a good blend of Real World and Deadbeat. I think that's like as accurate as I can give it for people that have listened to our songs that we have already put out. It's a bit more poppy than like the some other stuff that we've done, but also not out of the realm of like Butterflies and Real World. There's plenty of pop and like Change. There's pop influences in that whole second record, so we're just trying to blend the two, and just like catchy hooks and and pop flair.
I love that.
I guess you could call it pop punk.
Oh, I think you might have something there, bro.
It's gonna catch on, trust me.
Yeah, you put pop and punk music. Fuck. I think you might have something there. Might be a movement. Might be a movement. Would you say that any of the lyrics are emotional, my friend?
In this one,
or would you say that the music might be emotional? There might.
Would you say the pop punk is in fact not dead?
Let's go. It's between
There's a
you
million
and
of them, mate.
Oh, we are all on the conversation today. I cannot wait to see you guys here in the States. We're gonna have a fucking blast, my friend. I just met him right now,
Absolutely,
20 minutes
mate.
ago, here on the Gunz Show for all the first-time viewers out there, having some fun, having some laughs.
Oh, yeah. Gunz Show, guys.
Ballin', let's go. We got more questions that we got to do from the audience out there. Connor says once again, Connor said you've been their top artist for so long now. Whenever they come on, they crank up the album. So excited for the new single. Then you've got somebody named Insane Vein Main. I assume that all rhymes. Insane Vein Main.
Insane in the membrane.
Which is exactly what I was thinking of. Insane in the brain. Let's go. So, which is what I was going, I think. But, yeah. So, anyway, do you have any plans? Great. To do a headliner tour in the U.S.? No pressure, but do you have any plans to do that? Okay.
We do. We've been trying to work on it for a while. Obviously, like, it's a hard thing to plan being from here.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that has to, kind of go into it. But we're definitely trying to make that happen late this year or early next year.
What song are you most excited to play when you get to do these shows?
The Real Friends Knuckle Puck tour.
Yeah. What song are you personally looking forward to playing the most?
Nevermind.
Okay. Besides the new one,
because we haven't played it before.
Okay.
We haven't played it before. It was like written, like one person like wrote the riff and then we just kind of did it in the studio. You know what I mean? So like we haven't even played that together. So that's going to be hilarious and fun at the same time.
So you're gonna obviously stoked on Nevermind. Is there another? What's an older one that people might know?
Another one? Okay.
Yeah, that like people that are fans of you already that might be like, oh, dude, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, my favorite to play always is "Pleased to Meet You."
Okay, track
the
one.
energy's like really
track
high.
One.
Yeah, track one. It's just super high. Like no matter where we put it in the set, I feel like it always like is a good energy lifter. If people are starting to nod off, wake them right up. Pleased to meet you. Whip it out.
And or so whether you're here at 5 p.m. on the East Coast in New York City or it's 8 a.m. in Australia, if you're just waking up, make sure to play "Pleased to Meet You" because it will get you fucking going. Essentially,
it's better than a morning coffee, if I'm being honest.
And speaking, we're the rest of the band is the rest of the band is dead to me. In all honesty, between you and me, dude, JT, the rest of the band is dead to me because you were the only one that woke up for this interview. I'll pass on the message. You were the only one that woke up for this interview, man. So I appreciate you coming on.
Anytime, dude. Anytime. To be fair, it was like half an hour before, and I was like, "Oh, my face is looking a bit puffy. Better wake up and look like a presentable human."
Yeah. What
we made it.
You made it. Now, give us kind of a rundown of what else you guys are. What else is going on as far as band goes and stuff like this. Obviously, you're gearing up for this tour. What it's been a while. I'd say the last year has been effing crazy for you guys. Last year and a half's been crazy. The last 6 months has been crazy for you guys. Are you guys feeling like? Are you more content right now? Do you think, or like, are things still kind of just running wild right now for the band?
It feels like it's running wild. Like it is kind of hard to know what's like the next thing when offers and stuff and decisions are made so close from when they happen. So it's always going to be wild. I think it's very hard to plan. Just the nature of music, I guess, which is wild. But if we feel like we've been on the road, a little bit, I know that I've enjoyed being home. Like having a little break because I know that we're, gearing up to be busy towards the back half of this year.
Yeah.
And that's also, doing the Real Friends Knuckle Puck tour, we come home, we do a Australian tour with Slowly.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, it is wild, but like, yeah, it's finding the right balance is always key. Sometimes it's hard.
Sometimes it's hard, but I feel like, especially with the band, you want to talk about overcoming adversity and overcoming just like BS and just everything. The fact that, that album came out, and it's got to feel good that the reception from those that I do not know anybody that listened to that album that does not like it. There's no way somebody does not listen to the last album or the first one. Like, how do you not like some of these songs? You fucking idiots.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How do you not like whoever?
That's what I say to them.
You fucking idiots. How do you not like Between You and Me? I'll say it. I'll yell it from the mountains.
Let's go. Tweet that.
Let's go. Put that on the next guy. Put that next to Nevermind. If you listen to Nevermind, how the fuck do you not like this? You fucking idiot.
It'll be like those movie reviews, like how it's like 5 stars, Paramount.
The Gunz Show.
How the fuck did you not listen to it?
Yeah. Put me on the press release. You hear that? Nathan,
right.
Nate Sirota, and everybody, put me on the goddamn press list. Impulse artists, put me on the press list. Come on. Dude, I truly believe that, man. Like, anytime I blast you on Adobe Radio on the Gunz Show, people are always just like, dude, this rules. I'm jamming in the car. Boom, people love it. Like, there's no reason why, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think it's also maybe important for the band, like, if things ever get too crazy or wild, like you said, like, it's always important. You've been able to overcome so much that sometimes you can all look at each other and be like, yo, this is what we're doing. We love this. And the music does always bring it back, you know?
Absolutely. It is always like, you always have that thought. If you're in a bit of a tough spot, you think, and you're like, oh, wow, it's actually, I'm very, very thankful that we get to do this, even though there's ups and downs, obviously, of any profession or any job. But the ups of this one, pretty sweet.
Not bad. You get to, talk to people all across the world, play music all across the world.
You, mate.
And like me, like literally me in New York City, drinking a Foster's, which I found out Australians hate because it is not from Australia whatsoever. So I did found that out.
You were doing it. You did it in spite of us, didn't you? That's why you cracked that can open today.
I did find
absolute menace.
That is, I feel like you want to talk about I feel like Foster's should probably be sued, considering their whole brand is based on a lie, saying that it's Australian for beer. And then I found out via interviewing, it might have been 5 Seconds of Summer, I forget who I was interviewing, and I truly thought Foster's was like fucking homebred there. And they're like, dude, it's like made in like Colorado or something. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh. See, I don't even know if I've ever had one, to be honest. So I can't even really comment on it.
Because it's not from Australia.
Am I even Australian?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, true.
See?
Who's the fake? Is it the Fosters or is it me? I don't know.
God damn. We got Melame. What's up, Melame? Melame Streams is in the chat. Make sure to drop a follow, everybody. Please follow The Gunz Show. That's Gunz with a Z. It's my last name, Gunz, coming to you live from the Ballin Studios in New York City. And then also make sure you subscribe to The Gunz Show everywhere and follow me on Twitch, and you all know the deal. Had some great bands last couple of weeks. We've had Young Culture. We've had Mimi at the Altar. We had Royal and the Serpent. We had Under Oath. We had Pierce the Veil just on. So many great bands. We've got Fall Out Boy coming up in the next couple of weeks, which we're fucking looking forward to. My buddy Pete Wentz, new Fall Out Boy. Games We Play is going to be on the Gunz Show. So many good artists will be on the Gunz Show in the coming days. That's why you tune in to the Gunz Show. Make sure to follow, all right? And now we got Between You and Me on right now. Anyway, long story short, Melanie says, they say, Melanie says, OMG, the best Australian band, Better Days, is their favorite Between You and Me song.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that was like a lot of our favorites on the record too when we recorded it. It was kind of one of the ones that got done towards the end, and we're like, oh yeah,
that's the one.
It's like a tunnel song, driving through a big tunnel.
Okay.
Have this song on, contemplate life.
Just
watch Perks of Being a Wallflower. You'll get exactly the reference I'm making.
I definitely get the reference as far as when you're listening to the music in general. I'm a big Jimmy Eat World Clarity fan, so I've had many long nights of just pondering life as I'm driving around and taking a long road home at night, before I get back to my house.
We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all been there. Listen, this is a safe space. The Gunz Show is a safe space for letting your feelings and emotions out, everybody, all right? We've all taken
Oh,
the
God.
long way home because you needed to hear the end of a 9-minute song by
Yeah,
Jimmy
right.
Eat World, you know? So I
We've
can.
all been there. We've all been there.
We've all been there, okay? But I can definitely relate. I definitely do love love the music and what you've been able to do. Real quick, just going off of that, what song off of that you guys have released so far? What song was kind of like the easiest one that kind of came together, and what one was kind of almost a surprise one that you weren't even sure if it was even going to make the album? Kind of almost a last minute type song.
Um, Interesting. One that came together easy was maybe Supervillain because it was kind of done before we got in there, like completely. So that was kind of just like go in and just record what we had already put down earlier. But there was some underdogs there, like Butterflies was the music of that was recorded and there was no vocals written for it like the whole time, but we chose to, you know, pursue that song anyway. Real World was like the biggest fluke of my life. That was just like the easiest vocal day ever, and I'm just still searching for an easy day like that again. Everything was just going my way that day.
Like that
But
was
there's other
winning.
songs
Yeah.
like Go to Hell, which have been like rewritten like a couple times. So, you know, it's different. Each song gets its own kind of treatment, and you see where it goes. Like today, who knows? I'll write a banger, or maybe I'll write nothing for 8 hours. You can never pick it.
Thus is life. All right. Whether you
That is life.
yeah,
That is
thus is life. We've got someone in the chat says that they love Good Intentions and Move On.
Damn, old fans, let's go.
How about that?
The pop punk heads.
Between you
Those
and
are the
me.
Circle Pit songs.
Let's go, of course. Between you and me, coming it out, bringing all the emotions, all the fun here on the Gunz Show tonight or this morning as we speak to JT, who is literally across the world, 8 a.m. in the morning.
Look at
over
the
there.
sunrise.
Got the
beaming on my
sunrise.
face.
It looks beautiful. The weather, it's
Thank
funny.
you. Me or the sun?
It's funny that's something. No matter where you are, it rises and it sets. No matter where we are, my man.
That is a golden take right there.
Can
It does.
that give you some inspiration for a song that you're about to write today? Can that inspire you for a song?
I'm gonna write Sunset, and it's all on acoustic guitar.
You could be like, no matter where you are, we look at the same sun. Like, the sun will always
could be a
set on
B-side,
you.
that one.
A B-side, let's go. All right, it's Gunz and Gunz Show. We're having too much fun here. I love this band. You need to follow them as well. They are fucking ridiculously talented. The new music's absolutely solid. Nevermind is coming out in, I think, 10 days from right now, right? Is it 10 days or is it a week?
Yep.
Oh, it comes out, the 26th?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it might come out the 26th. 23rd?
22nd, I think.
22nd, perfect. So less than a week from right now. It's all blur because I don't even know. Like I said, we don't. I think it might
That's
be.
fine. It's a blur to me.
Is it Friday in Australia right now, or is it Thursday still?
It is Friday today.
Right. See, so I don't even know. Yeah, we're all yes. So see, it's fucking life, man. Crazy. How about that? So do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day out there, or is that? Do you know about St. Patrick's
not really,
Day?
no.
Right.
Like, yeah, like it's not a
Probably
I think
not.
it's a
Right.
public holiday here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nothing
There might
like
be.
it is
Yeah.
in the States. You know,
Definitely in the States.
I'm sure everyone drinks for it there.
Yes.
Everyone's drinking.
Yeah, lots of there's parades and stuff. Whether you're Irish or not, it's an excuse just to drink because that's where we are today as a society. So it's like Cinco de Mayo, which is like the 5th of May. Cinco de Mayo is like a drinking thing. Do you guys celebrate Cinco de Mayo in Australia? Probably not, right?
I've literally never heard of that in my life.
Perfect. Well, listen, if you're in the States on the 5th of May, which is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, if you're here, you will definitely know about Cinco de Mayo because it is just an excuse to drink tequila around margaritas.
May 5th.
Okay?
All right. I'm going to keep it in mind.
All right, we'll let you know. Drop me a text. I'll remind you. Perfect. Yeah, I'll remind
Okay.
We've hit it all today. We've hit animals. We've hit geography. We've hit history. We've hit national holidays. And, of course, we've hit some of your favorite songs as well. We are wrapping up. That song called Nevermind comes out. I'm literally getting a text right now from the publicist saying, do not effing play the song. So I'm not allowed to play the song right now. I'm not going to, okay? I'm not going to play the song. Wait for it.
And here it is.
March 22nd, all right? I'll play a different song for all of you. But I can tell you this. You can pre-save it everywhere right now. Between you and me, you can go pre-save it right now. Hey, between us, everybody, between you and me, we can go fucking go pre-save this. Between you and I, we can go pre-save this right now. It's called Nevermind. Until then, though, you can also always listen to their old stuff. Check them out on tour here in the States. It's going to be a damn great time. Knuckle Puck, Real Friends. And then, of course, for the Australian viewers out there, get ready for their tour over in Australia and for the year ahead for everybody involved. JT, great fucking meeting you, man. Welcome to the Gunz Show.
Dude, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure being on here.
Lots of fun.
Thanks for having me on.
It. We were joking before. I don't know who I actually talked to on Twitter, on DM, but whoever that person is, I'm going to make sure I inform them that I now hate them for not being a part of the interview. Okay. So because
I'll pass that on straight away.
Dude, they'd be like, dude, like we would be honored to come on. You're fucking Gunz, dude. You're a living legend. And then they don't even wake up to come on my show. What the fuck is that? Fuck.
Bro, I'm here.
No, you are great, but you are not the one that was praising me and that doesn't even show up. Talk about being left out at like.
I'm gonna call them out.
Yeah, talk about getting like.
I'm gonna call them out right now.
Yeah, Jesus. It's like, yeah, I'll meet you at the bar, and then I'm standing there like, oh yeah, dude, we went to the movies instead.
It's checking your phone for the half an hour. Cause I'm all alone.
I'm all alone, damn it. Between you and me, I'm all alone. There we go. I'm over. Rock and roll. Pre-save the shit out of the songs. Let's go. It's Gunz the Gunz Show. We'll talk, man. Follow me everywhere. The Gunz Show. Thanks again, man. JT coming on the Gunz Show. Ballin'.
Thank you very much for having me, man.
All right, so there you go, everybody. Congratulations once again to, of course, Between You and Me. This band is so good. In fact, I want you all right now to go listen to them. I told you. I do not lie to you. The Gunz Show does not lie. You will love this band. And I cannot wait and gear up for what's ahead next. It is Gunz the Gunz Show. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to them. And don't forget, the Gunz Show, always available everywhere you listen to podcasts, IW Radio, and Twitch Music. Tell all your friends. Rewatch this right afterwards if you want. We are balling. It is a Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Let's go celebrate. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat as well. Tell all your friends about this. Rock and roll. Make sure to subscribe. Follow the Gunz Show. It's my last name, Gunz. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm out. Peace. Between You and Me, I'm out. Let's go ballin'.